Hello, everyone. Welcome back, and thank you for taking a few minutes to be here today, because what we're about to talk about is extremely important, especially if you're a senior, a retiree, or someone living primarily on Social Security or a fixed income. Right now, a lot of people are hearing whispers, headlines, and social media posts about $1,400 IRS payments going out in 2026. And understandably, it's causing confusion, excitement, and unfortunately fear. Some people are wondering if this is real, some are hoping this money is coming their way, and others are worried about scams. In this video, I'm going to break everything down clearly, calmly, and honestly, so you know exactly what's happening, who qualifies, who does not, when payments may arrive, and most importantly, how to protect yourself from criminals who are already trying to take advantage of this situation. Let's start with the big question everyone is asking. Are these $1,400 payments real? The answer is yes. The IRS is sending out payments in 2026, but this is not a brand new stimulus check like the ones issued during the pandemic. This is not Congress passing a new law, and this is not free money for everyone. These payments are tied to something very specific, and understanding that difference is crucial so you don't get misled by rumors or false promises. What's happening right now is connected to the 2024 tax year and something known as the Recovery Rebate Credit. This credit was designed to help eligible Americans who qualified based on their income and tax situation in 2024. When people filed their 2024 tax returns, they had the opportunity to claim this credit. Many people did, and they already received this money either through a larger refund or by owing less in taxes. For those individuals, there is no additional payment coming now. The IRS does not pay twice for the same credit. However, and this is the key part that applies to some of you watching, not everyone who qualified for the Recovery Rebate Credit actually received it. Some people didn't file a tax return at all because they didn't think they needed to. Others made a mistake on their return. Some simply didn't know they were eligible. Because of that, the IRS is now reviewing its records and automatically sending payments to people who qualified but never received the money. That is why payments are going out in 2026. The maximum amount of these payments is up to $1,400 per person. For someone living on a fixed income, that is not pocket change. That can help cover groceries, utility bills, rent, medications, or unexpected expenses. But it's important to understand that not everyone will receive the full amount, and many people will not receive anything at all. Knowing where you stand can save you from unnecessary stress and protect you from scams. To really understand this, we need to talk about who qualifies. Eligibility for these payments is not random. There are very specific rules, and the IRS is strict about them. The first major factor is income. In 2024, the Recovery Rebate Credit was available to people whose income fell within certain limits. For single filers, the full credit was available if income was around $75,000 or less. For married couples filing jointly, it was around $150,000 or less. If income was above those levels, the credit gradually phased out and eventually went away entirely. The second requirement is citizenship or residency status. To qualify, you needed to be a U.S. citizen or a resident alien with a valid Social Security number. This is standard for most IRS credits and payments. Without a valid Social Security number, the IRS will not issue the payment. The third requirement is that you must not have already received this credit. If you filed your 2024 tax return and claimed the Recovery Rebate Credit and it was applied to your refund or tax balance, then you are done. There is no additional payment coming. The IRS is not sending extra money to people who already received what they were entitled to. Another very important requirement is dependency status. If someone else claimed you as a dependent on their 2024 tax return, you do not qualify for your own payment. This is especially relevant for seniors whose adult children may claim them as dependents. In those cases, the dependent does not receive their own credit. Now, let's talk directly to seniors and people receiving Social Security because this is where a lot of confusion exists. Receiving Social Security does not automatically disqualify you from these payments. If you receive Social Security retirement benefits, SSDI, or even SSI, you may still qualify depending on your total income and whether you met the other requirements. Social Security income does count as income for this purpose, and the IRS receives records from the Social Security Administration every year. However, many seniors do not file tax returns because their income is below the filing threshold. If you didn't file a 2024 tax return, the IRS may or may not have enough information to automatically send you the payment. In some cases, they do. In others, they do not. If you also receive a pension, that income is included when determining eligibility. The key factor is your total income for 2024 and whether it fell within the limits. If it did, and you did not receive the credit previously, you may be eligible for a payment now. Timing is another big question. When will these payments arrive? The IRS began processing these automatic payments in late 2025, and the process continues into 2026. There is no single payment date. Payments are being sent in batches as the IRS reviews records and identifies eligible individuals. This means some people may receive payments sooner, while others may wait weeks or even months. How the money arrives depends entirely on what information the IRS has on file for you. If the IRS has your direct deposit information from a previous tax return, that is how you will receive the payment. Direct deposit is the fastest method, and the deposit may show up with a description referencing the IRS and the Recovery Rebate Credit. It's important to check your bank account regularly. If the IRS does not have direct deposit information, they will mail a paper check. This takes longer and depends on postal delivery. The check will come in a plain envelope from the U.S. Department of the Treasury. It will not look flashy or special, so it's important not to throw it away by mistake. In some cases, the IRS may send a prepaid debit card instead of a check. This has happened with other government payments in the past. If you receive a debit card, it will include instructions on how to activate and use it. Always read everything carefully before doing anything. Now, here is a critical point that everyone needs to hear clearly. The IRS will not call you, text you, or email you about these payments. They will not ask you to verify information. They will not ask for your Social Security number, your bank account details, or a fee to release your money. Any contact like that is a scam. Unfortunately, whenever the IRS sends out payments, scammers become very active. They target seniors because they know seniors are often waiting for money and may be more trusting. Phone scams are one of the most common. Someone calls claiming to be from the IRS and tells you that you qualify for the $1,400 payment, but you need to confirm your information. This is a scam. Hang up immediately. Email scams are also very common. These emails may look official, with logos and formal language, and they may include links asking you to click and enter personal information. The IRS does not send emails like this. Do not click the link. Delete the email. Text message scams are another tactic. You receive a message saying you qualify for the payment and need to act quickly. These messages often create urgency to trick you into making mistakes. Delete them immediately. There are also imposter scams where someone may show up at your door claiming to be from the government or offering to help you get your payment for a fee. This is never legitimate. No government employee will come to your home asking for money. The real IRS follows very strict procedures. They do not demand immediate action. They do not threaten arrest. They do not accept payment in gift cards, wire transfers, or cryptocurrency. If anyone does any of these things, it is a scam. Many people ask how they can check whether they are getting one of these payments. Unfortunately, there is no simple tracking tool like there was for pandemic stimulus checks. The IRS does not have a public tracker for these automatic recovery rebate credit payments. What you can do is review your 2024 tax return if you filed one. Look for any mention of the recovery rebate credit. If it was claimed and applied, you already received the money. If you did not file a return and believe you may qualify, you can still file a 2024 tax return even now. Filing could potentially trigger the payment if you are eligible. You can also monitor your bank account and mail closely. Check for deposits from the IRS and open any mail from the Department of the Treasury. Creating an online IRS account at irs.gov can also help you view your tax records, though this may be challenging for some people. If you are not comfortable doing this, ask a trusted family member to help. It's important to be realistic. Many people watching this will not receive a payment, and that is okay. If you already claimed the credit, if your income was too high, if someone claimed you as a dependent, Or if you did not meet the eligibility requirements, you will not receive a payment. This does not mean something is wrong. It does not mean you were cheated. It simply means you do not qualify under the rules. If you believe you may qualify but have not filed a 2024 tax return, consider speaking with a tax professional or visiting a free tax assistance program. Filing could make a difference. Most importantly, protect yourself. Do not share personal information with anyone who contacts you unexpectedly. Verify information through official sources. Talk to your family so they are aware of potential scams and can help you if something seems suspicious. Living on a fixed income is not easy, and every dollar matters. Hearing about payments can bring hope, but it can also bring stress. The best thing you can do is stay informed, stay cautious, and rely on official information. If you do receive a payment, use it in whatever way helps you most. If you do not, know that you are still doing okay and that your regular benefits continue. The most important thing is your safety and peace of mind. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen. Stay informed, stay safe, and take care of yourself.